Every journey taken includes a road less traveled. For many, the reward of that course may not be seen at the time, or even until years down that road. Such it is for senior point guard Keyrra Gillespie. Her journey she started back in 2009 as a high school graduate, Miss Basketball in the state of North Carolina, and a national top 100 recruit.
She was a strong, stout guard, and she was always poised. No matter, what kind of pressure they threw at her, she was always poised. And so I knew about her because she was one of the top players in the area.
They really made me feel at home, and I really loved it. The atmosphere, the players, the coaches, they made sure that I was comfortable while I was there, and that's what really helped my decision on going to Clemson.
The only freshman on the Division I Clemson Tigers team, Gillespie started and was fourth in the entire conference in assists. But after just one season, the road diverged, leading her to a junior college and eventually back to North Carolina.
The first time that I actually thought I had the chance to recruit a player like Keyrra was I was actually at a Division III school in Winston-Salem called Salem College. And I said, hey, bring her by our campus, maybe we'll get a good look at her. But of course, she didn't want to go D3. I know she was bigger than D3 talent.
She tried to get me to come to her at Salem College, and I felt like it was too close to Winston and I had too much history already there. So I didn't want to come back to Winston after I just left Winston.
So I actually tried to get her at my last school, Livingstone College, but things didn't work out for us there as well.
She tried to recruit me when she was at Livingstone. It was too close to home, and I didn't think that was where I wanted to be.
The best work involves timing, and timing is everything. While one was sitting out and the other on a coaching grind, it appeared Father Time was finally ready to converge a new road for both Coach Howard and Gillespie together as one.
I was playing like industrial leagues back at home, working, and so that's what I did during my 2 years off.
Everything happens for a reason. She didn't go pro, she didn't come to Salem, but I was able to, once I got the job at Columbus, reach back out to her.
I was at work when she called me. First she had sent me a text message and was like, if I go down to Georgia, are you willing to take that trip with me?
She was in North Carolina at the time, and I was like, you sure you want, I said, you want to leave North Carolina? And she was like, why, Coach, what's up? And I was like, I might be going to Georgia.
So then I ended up calling her and was like, so what's the move? What school are you going to? And she told me she was coming to Columbus. And
she said, just tell me the place and time. She said, I'm there. And so I just reached back out to her and say, hey, I think this is the best fit. And she said, I think so too. This was the longest recruiting process I have ever had with one student athlete, but it was well worth the wait.
It kept coming every year. I had got an opportunity to go to school, and I felt like maybe it was my destiny to come back.
Destiny indeed. Gillespie is back in school, preparing to graduate, and at the same time, she, alongside Coach Howard, have big aspirations coming to fruition on the court.
I set out 2.5 years and still being able to come out here and give it my all, and to only lose one game at this point, I feel pretty good.
When she decided she would want to come to Columbus and all the ink on the paperwork was dry, I knew at that very moment we was gonna have a special season.
I did promise her I would win a championship for her, only because I know what I can bring to the table. And she had already told me that she was gonna have me around players that can help me get my championship, because she already knew the style of play that I played, which is an up-tempo style, and I like to pass the ball. So she said she had players in line for me that could finish. All she needed was a point guard.
For each of us, life is a journey. It takes time. It moves us down roads we never imagined, never thought possible. But in the end, just like Coach Howard and Gillespie are proving, if you keep on walking, keep on trying, success will come.
Don't let the negativity distract you from getting to where you want to be, or don't let it get in the way of your dreams.
If I had to describe Keyrra Gillespie in one phrase, it'd be passionate. She's extremely passionate. For her to be sitting out of college basketball for so many years and still want to come back and give the game back to what the game has given her, and to do it on a 22-1 team is phenomenal.
I just love the game. I mean, I've been playing this game since I was 2, so I just had to say the passion and the love for it.